Good afternoon and welcome back to Driven Women TV. Driven Women TV was created for the purposes of keeping the message of Driven, Cape Cod's Conference for Women, alive, and also to interview women in business and people of interest here on Cape Cod and the surrounding areas. And we are happy to be in our second season here at FCTV. So I'm going to take you back a little bit. Usually we have someone that we interview who is with us, but today I'm just going to speak to you about what we've been doing in the last few months while we were on hiatus. So again, Driven Women TV has been in existence for, this is our second season, and we have interviewed people like Deborah Tao O'Brien, the author of Bliss Behind the Mask. We've interviewed Terry Arthur, who is also an author of a book, a wonderful book called Judith Cavell, about Judith Cavell. She was a nurse in World War II. We have interviewed Joanne Paris, the owner of New Dimensions Weight Loss, and many, many more. And it's been a wonderful experience to be able to bring to you. But today I want to bring you up to speed about what we are doing with Driven Cape Cod's Conference for Women. Driven Cape Cod Conference for Women was created in 2015. I am the visionary and the event planner on that event. It is a grassroots movement. We work with women around Cape Cod and the surrounding areas. One thing that we ask is women who get involved. It's open for everyone to get involved, but we ask that you bring the best of who you are. And what we do at the conference is that we bring women together under one roof to share useful and relevant information that they can use to go out and to be the change in their own community. And we found that it's working, and we are so happy about that. So I'm going to take you back to the beginning. Back in 2015, I was sitting with one of my referral partners, Laura Lincoln, and what we do is we pass referrals to one another in our businesses, and we said to each other, what's next? What do we want to do in our careers? And I answered just like immediately, I want to bring a conference for women to Cape Cod. And in my experience, I have never been to one. I've never heard of one in my experience. And I have been volunteering and working on conferences all over the place, in Boston and basically all over the state. And one of the conferences that I volunteered on was the Mass Conference for Women. So I can't even tell you how that conference inspires me. They have probably over 10,000 women now who gather on a day in December, and they have speakers, and hundreds of speakers, and hundreds of exhibits and things like that. So I thought, wow, let's bring that to Cape Cod, a version of it, because I like we are unique, to this region. We have unique needs, but we have a lot of similarities. So what I did was I put out a call to action to women, and I was surprised that we had probably 24 women show up on the first day. And they came out to hear what I had to say. And they were very eager to get involved from day one. We had women that said, I'm with you, and let's do this. So in 5 short months, we were able to create an event that was reflective of this region, reflective of our mission, which is to bring women under one roof and to drive them to be the change in their own community. Also, our vision to inspire growth, celebration, inspiration, and empowerment. We began to meet on a regular basis. We began to share, and we began to let the conference unfold. Cape Cod is filled with more than enough talent to be able to bring wonderful speakers and presenters. So that is never a problem. And I've coined a phrase that says, you don't have to look for inspiration, it finds you. Because every day I'm contacted from women from all parts of Cape Cod and throughout other parts of the state and other states as well. And they want to be involved. They're inspired by what they're hearing, what they're seeing, what we're doing. One of the things that we do to market Driven Cape Cod's Conference for Women is to hold the Driven card, and we take pictures. So we have people pretty much everywhere I go, men, women, children, politicians. I have a picture with the governor. We have pictures with students we started, my husband and I and my son, the first time we did it, we started at the farthest tip of the Cape down in Provincetown and worked our way back up to Bourne and met complete strangers, women who were willing to take up the card and pose. And it's become such a movement. People are more than happy to embrace what we're trying to do and get on board. So it's really served us well because I can now go to Boston, I'm at the State House, and people say, you're the Driven woman, or I'm in Rhode Island, and you're the Driven woman. So we really have amassed quite a following and quite a movement of inspiration. So again, let me start from the beginning. In the first year, we were able to assemble nearly 400 women in a 12-inch snowstorm who descended on Falmouth at the Seacrest Beach Hotel with such enthusiasm. They were very hungry to be able to come out in a snowstorm and to stay the day and to network together and to be enthused. Everybody came, they looked beautiful. We had about 40 vendors who came from all over to show their wares to the women who came out. And what amazed me most about that day was, as I moved around the building, people would say, Marie, it's a pleasure to meet you. And I would say, where are you from? And they would say, we're from New Hampshire, or we're from Jamaica Plain, or I came in from California or Atlanta. And I said, for this? And I was even shocked at the results. And they said yes. And some of people that I'm closest to now, I've met in the last 3 years while putting this event on. I meet women from all over at all times. So that's one of our accomplishments. One of the goals that I had with Driven was to drive women over the bridge to Cape Cod at a time of year when we're often forgotten. We know that we have beautiful landscapes, wonderful beaches, great shopping here, and warm people. But in March, we're on the cusp of our, getting over that hump for our season. And I've worked events on Main Street, open houses for businesses and different events, long enough to know that there's a dry spell here. People are traveling, they are in their second homes in Florida. It's colder. Main Street kind of slows down a little bit. So my goal is to drive women over the bridge at a time of year when Cape Cod's often forgotten. And again, I can truly say it's working. We have some success stories that I'm going to talk to you about later. But I just want to go back to the first year. Every year we have a theme. In the first year we had women who were first in their industry. And I am pleased to say that we were able to assemble some of the most dynamic women from across Cape Cod who have pretty much broken the glass ceilings in their profession. We had Dorothy Savarese, the president of Cape Cod 5 Cent Savings Bank, on our opening panel, as well as Kathleen Schatzberg, the first female president of Cape Cod Community College. We had Wendy Northcross. She is the CEO of the Hyannis, the Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce. We had Nicole, and she is the first firefighter in the town of Mashpee, and Dr. Susan Cushing, who was the first dentist. And we also had Dr. Portia Nudlove, and she is the first South African professor, doctor, lawyer, and professor at Mass Maritime College. So we were really proud of that first year's opening panel. And they were able to share with the women as we opened our conference in the first year. Another thing that I'm really proud of and what sets us apart is we have a high energy conference. It was amazing in our first year to see all these business and professional women jump up out of their seats as we presented a Zumba instructor to get them out of the seats and get them moving and doing Zumba. And it was just something to behold. So fast forward to 2016, and that last year's theme was Women Who Make a Difference in the Lives of Others. So we opened with a dynamic panel of CEOs from nonprofits across Cape Cod, like Andy Genzer. She is the director at We Can Women Empowerment organization. We had Barbara Milligan, the CEO of the United Way. We had Stacy Pugh, who is the CEO of the Cape Cod YMCA. We had Fiona Jensen, who is the CEO of A Calmer Choice. We had Lucetta Hurge Putnam, who is the CEO of Independence House here on Cape Cod. And it was an amazing experience to hear the women share about their organizations and all the wonderful things that are happening on Cape Cod in the lives of women and how they serve our community and ways in which women in our community can help. So again, it's working. Our day is filled with wonderful presenters. We have a total of 6 workshops in the morning and 6 workshops in the afternoon. We have an amazing keynote speaker in our oceanfront luncheon. It's well worth the investment that women make to themselves to come out for the day when you think about all that you get in this day. So our keynote speaker in the past, we have had a couple. Last year we had Pastor Mona Thompson. She is the co-pastor, along with her husband, Matthew Thompson, of Jubilee Church in Boston. They have a membership of 10,000 plus people. They have multiple services, multiple locations, full service ministry. And I was just so pleased to bring her to Cape Cod to encourage the women. But let me tell you about a testimonial that I have for Driven, because we want to drive women over the bridge so that they can meet the women here on Cape Cod and they can get together and collaborate or do business together, whatever they're looking for. We try to think about those things that women are looking for and provide those things. So when Pastor Mona came, one of our guests was a sales rep from another venue down Cape that I won't mention, but they were able to meet and do business. Now Pastor Mona is bringing her youth retreat down to Cape Cod, which will be a few hundred people from Boston that will come to Cape Cod this March as well to have a 2-day retreat. I'm so proud of that liaison. Also, we had one of our vendors, an accountant who has an office in Hyde Park, and they were looking to increase their business and to have multiple locations across the state. So their second office is now in Main Street, on Main Street in Hyannis. I'm really proud of that. So we are driving people over the bridge, not to take away from our businesses here, but to enhance our businesses here, to bring new information, to bring new business opportunities to women and men here on Cape Cod. Another thing that I'm really proud of is our diversity. We were blown away by the diverse nature of the conference in the last year. We had women of color like I've never seen here on Cape Cod, from all races. We had Jamaican women and Haitian women and Brazilian women and somebody from Yugoslavia and the Czech Republic, and they all came together. Another area of diversity that we have are women retirees. In the first year, they kind of sat back and said, is this a businesswoman's conference, and where do I fit in? By the second year, we had a whole contingency of women who were retirees and of that age group. They want to come, they want to be involved, but they're not looking for that hardcore business information. They're looking for their what's next. So we were able to provide speakers that would talk to that transitional living, that would talk to the what's next and volunteerism, or maybe stress management, organization. We had something for them there. And they are so excited. I'm hearing from many women who are in that age group who want to come and bring more people. So we try to really think about what women are looking for. We try to provide a diverse array of topics that would help women with their personal development. We have workshops on branding and leadership and networking. Again, stress management, financial management. We have, this year, we are pleased to be bringing a coach's corner. So you'll be able to come in and sign up for 20-minute slots with different life and business and health coaches. This year's theme, we're proud to say, is women who are driven with purpose. We have 6 of the most amazing women that are going to come and share their purpose and what they've been able to accomplish in life when they have realized what their purpose is and what they're going to bring. We have a wonderful keynote speaker this year. Her name is Catherine Hildebrand, and she is the owner of the Good Clothing Company and Good Apparel. And her vision was to bring manufacturing back to the States, and she has. And now she is moving in areas that she probably never saw herself in. She now has 2 locations, one in Mashpee and one in Fall River. She has won several awards in the last year. She has been involved with Tim Gunn from Project Runway, and also some other big news that she will be talking about on that day. So do come out and hear. And, you know, when I was introduced to Catherine and I called Catherine to see if she would keynote, she gladly accepted. And she wanted me to know that, Marie, it's not about, you know, the money, the fame, and the success for her. She was so proud to say, I'm creating jobs. I'm creating opportunities for women here on Cape Cod and the surrounding areas. And that was a language that I speak, because this conference isn't just about money and about success. It's about creating relationships. It's about collaborations. It's about highlighting what is best about the women on Cape Cod, what makes us unique, and how we are able to reach over the bridge and the bridge over to us, how we are change makers, how we serve our community, how we are inspired by one another. There's just so much and so much opportunity. I am pleased to say that we get so much support from the men here on Cape Cod. I am encouraged always by our our political contingency here. Representative Dave Vieira, right here in Falmouth, was one of the biggest proponents of Driven, along with Michael Kasparian from the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. They gave me the green light. They said, go for it. And Representative Dave Vieira really walked through things with me to be able to make connections, or just make me aware of some of the amazing talent that is here on Cape Cod. So I really appreciate those men. I'm daily encouraged by men here on Cape Cod who are leaders. Pastor Ben Feldot, from our representatives, Vinnie DiMacedo and Tim Whalen. They just say, Marie, you got to keep going on. Our Sheriff Cummings. I get these calls or nudges from these men. One experience I had, I was actually in a limousine bus. I was coming out of the YMCA's 50th gala celebration. I'm on the board for the YMCA. And I was coming out of the event, and I was getting into the shuttle, and a woman next to me said, Marie, so are you busy planning for 2017? And I said, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. And the limo driver spoke up and he said, oh no, Marie, you have to do it. I am so inspired by the inspiration that you give to women across Cape Cod. And I said, huh? The limo driver, the male? And yeah, I get encouragement like that. And that is what is helping me to go on, because I really believe in the women of Cape Cod. We have been able to, just by our grassroots effort, inspire women that we call Driven Women. We do a lot of volunteer projects out in the community when people are in need of help with an event. We just worked on Credit for Life, sponsored by Cape Cod 5 at Barnstable High School. We brought women out there to work on that event. We've worked on Construction Day together in the high school system. We've given money to several organizations like the Kennedy Donovan Center, the YMCA. This year we will be giving money to Heroes in Transition. We've given money to the Cape Center for Women. We've sponsored things through the Children's Museum. So we're really proud of all the work that we're doing, and we're not going to stop. We are growing, we're inspiring. So you can go to our website. We're at www.capecodsconferenceforwomen.com. And you can register for 2017. We're going to have 40 plus vendors, so there's going to be some great shopping. Businesses will be able to highlight their businesses. We're going to have beautiful swag bags full of things that you can take home, and lots of useful, relevant information, and some really great networking. So check out our website again, www.capecodsconferenceforwomen.com. Look out for some of our announcements, ways that you can get involved, ways that you could sponsor or become a vendor. This is about us, and it's for us. And I'm just so proud to be a part of it, and I'm so proud to have you be a part of this as well. And I know that there are bigger and better things down the pike for us. And yes, men are welcome to get involved as well, because I have a saying that we are so much better together than we are apart. So I just, there's so much going on. We have opportunities to be on Driven Women TV. If you have a business or something of interest coming up around Cape Cod that you want to share, just contact me. We're at drivenwomen@yahoo.com, and you can always reach out to me and get involved. So again, our event is March 16th, 2017 at the beautiful Seacrest Beach Hotel right here in beautiful Falmouth. So do come down, bring your tribe, spend the day. It's a destination conference. We have beautiful rooms that you can, at a great rate, that you can stay in. We have many women who spend the night. We do a lot of networking and bonding and getting to know one another. So we actually start the night before, and we have some networking going on that Wednesday night, and we don't leave until mid-afternoon Friday most days, because we have breakfast together the next morning. So do come down. Again, bring your tribe with you, spread the word, and we look forward to seeing you on March 16th, 2017 at the beautiful Seacrest Beach Hotel in Falmouth. Thank you.